How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit. My phone keeps going off like crazy because, honestly, it's getting a little bit intense. Apparently, there's an anime to celebrate Anime Expo 2019 in Boston, Massachusetts. Next weekend, there'll be an increased Sinnoh starter spawns. So for anybody who likes Pokemon Go, there's going to be increased Sinnoh spawns or something like that. Good for you, all Pokemon Go players out there. But, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk Pokemon Sword and Shield because we have some stuff about... well, just speculation coming from Melkor, who runs the website called Poke Experto. Got some stuff coming from him. We got some stuff coming from Sheely. We got some stuff from Sheely. Got some rumors. And yeah, it's just kind of like straightforward. You know how this works. You know how it is. We're going to go through a few things and talk about them and see what the deal is. So yeah, I guess... there is nothing else left to do than to just transition into that. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing we're going to take a look at here is what Melkor sent out. So Melkor tweeted this out, basically saying that, like just a bit of his own opinion, saying that this week you have to watch out for the news about Pokemon Sword and Shield. CoroSquire, or I guess maybe he's referring to CoroCoro, because it misspells, because you can see CoroCoro is what he types out there. So CoroCoro leaves on the 15th, but it's, or pero se filtra días antes. So it should be by the 15th, we should know everything that's in the CoroCoro leaks, you know what I mean? Because right now we only have the first thing, which was talked about here by PokeJungle as well. And you guys already know I talked about this as well a little bit. It was also posted by your boy, Joe Merrick at Cerebi. He posted about this as well, saying the first May CoroCoro, or rather this is what PokeJungle said, which is first May CoroCoro details revealed. There's still, and like it was mentioned, there's still more stuff to come. But here's basically what this stuff said. For those who did not watch my first video today, Cerebi was going to post details from CoroCoro's May issue, which hits newsstands on April 15th. It announces a contest to choose the name of a new attack in Pokemon Sword and Shield. The details of the new attack are as follows. Steel-type special attack, 140 base damage, reduces users' hit points by 50%. Now, how does this tie in with yesterday's rumor, which, I guess PokeJungle is referring to the one we talked about yesterday, which is about the Spirit Armor. The way he mentions here is that, obviously, we urge people to be cautious, but this attack sounds like it may be the signature move of a legendary Pokemon. Yesterday's post predicted that the legendary Pokemon of Sword and Shield will have steel typing. Now, I'm gonna have to burst your bubble a little bit there, PokeJungle. I mean, I love you, dog. You know I love you, man. Like, you're my home dog, but I'm gonna have to burst your bubble a little bit there. The idea that the wolf is going to be a steel typing, or like the singular wolf or the several wolves, whatever, that's been something that's been said by people since the games were announced. So it isn't really something that these guys here from this Chinese rumor are exclusively saying. This is a piece of information that's been, around for a long time now. For a long time. If you guys have watched my videos, literally in the comment section down below, I will definitely be at least two people who will agree with me on this and be like, yeah, Ruffled, I agree, man. I agree. I do remember. We've read a few rumors that state that as well. And I've predicted myself a million times saying that the legendary starter Pokemon, the wolf one at least, the legendary, not starter Pokemon, I mean the wolf legendary, is going to have a steel typing to it. Definitely guaranteed steel typing, but I don't know about the secondary typing, so I'm not sure about that. But then he says here it would have a steel typing alongside with the secondary type depending on its spirit armor. We're not saying it's time to believe it, but keep your eyes open for any other signs of confirmation, which is true. That rumor did point out that, the legendary will have, steel as its base typing, and then the spirit armor would, I guess, be giving a secondary typing or whatever, which would be cool. I don't see anything wrong with that, and that's about it. But as for CoroCoro, though, please do remember, guys, as Serby pointed out, the screenshots are yet to leak, so the screenshots are not out yet. This competition is one of the things, but there probably could be more stuff in there. Probably not major stuff, because remember, we're in April, and the majority of stuff starts coming around May. That's when another trailer tends to drop as well. But of course, if there's a Nintendo Direct this month, then there's a possibility still. But again, since that isn't happening today, based on the fact that it just hasn't been announced on the 10th, it's supposed to be announced by now, which it hasn't, which means Gaming Intel was incorrect, which I want to also bring up real quick and just mention. They were incorrect, so that means that they lose a level of credibility there, or a lot of credibility from that. But on top of that, there's still going to be most likely a direct this month, probably towards maybe the later part of the month, rather than, I guess, this early on, which, we were hoping for. I mean, I think in 2017, as one of the viewers tried trolling me, but, like, in 2017, there was a but it was a Nintendo Direct for ARMS and Splatoon on the 12th of April. So anything is literally possible. Anything is possible, but I still would say like this, in my humble and honest opinion, there's probably going to be more CoroCoro stuff coming out soon. soon. Screenshots have yet to leak, so they're going to be leaking very soon as well. Once those leak, we'll know about, you know, if there's any new Pokemon, the CoroCoro stuff for this month. If not, well, then we are going to have to just wait until a potential direct this month, which still has a possibility of happening. It's a little bit 50-50 right now, but there's a possibility of happening. If it does happen, then cool, we got that. If it doesn't happen, then whatever, we know in May we're going to get another trailer, because that's just how it tends to work. If we get nothing in May, then I'm worried that Pokemon is doing some major mistakes here, because leaving people hanging for that long is not good. I mean, they've already been waiting for a long time right now, which I'm okay with, because honestly, let's be fair, we got a lot of information on the reveal. We got like actual gameplay and shit that we didn't really expect much of, compared to, like, you know, what we got with Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, we got nothing, and then we had to wait. You know, we got barely no information, and then we had to wait all the way until May, from February until May, like mid-May or some shit, until we got an actual trailer showing gameplay and more stuff like that. Sure, there was some like minuscule, small amounts of things along the way, but in May is when we actually got another trailer properly showing more things. So in all fairness, we did get a lot in the actual original reveal, but now this time around, it's just going to take a longer time until we get more substantial information besides what we already know. Which I'm okay with, I'm going to be frankly honest. I'm not that, like, you know, riled up about it, like, oh my god, there's no info. You know what I mean? It's like, we already have a bunch to work with. Which we already worked through a lot. People have gone through, like, you know, every inch of the trailer and the map and all that sort of stuff. Like, people have just gone through every level of it. So, I mean, honestly, right now it's just a waiting game. And it's a waiting game that I'm okay with. Sure, new information would be great, but, you know, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. We're not all going to just disintegrate into freaking, like, I don't know, just, puddles of, like, I don't know, ashes or some shit. We're not gonna disappear. It's nothing. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so, yeah, of course, do remember, guys, there was a rumor yesterday, which we talked about a little bit, which basically brought up, like, that there's going to be spirit armors added into Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. We can also read through this again, but I want to go through another thing first, which is back to this we had right here. Now, like, basically what's armored Melkor, fair enough. What Melkor continues saying here was that we could also have a teaser or a little breakthrough. Could happen anywhere in the, you know, CoroCoro, which still hasn't come through yet. And also, he says that the publication of the new Armored Mewtwo trailer could also be forthcoming. There's a trailer tonight, which I'm actually going to stream. Which I'm going to leave a link down below, guys. So right now, link down below. Go open it in a different tab if you want to watch it. I'm going to be streaming tonight's, like, new trailer reveal that's going to happen during Ohashuta. I'm going to be actually streaming that because it's going to be pretty interesting to see what it's going to be about. And, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll see some other information. Or maybe that Armored Mewtwo is going to look different than the original one. So who knows? But either way, though, I will be streaming it if you guys want to see it. But yeah, so anything is possible. That's what I want to bring out from Melkor, though. Now, the next thing here, though, is a little bit quick of a, like a quick rumor. So, and I thought it would be just fun to get debunked a little bit. But Sheely sends my mate saying, here's another rumor that I found a while back. And I just thought it would be quite quick. Just going through it quickly, just kind of like breaking it down. Not too much hassle, and then go back to the Spirit Armor rumor, which is slightly more interesting, I will say. So, Super Evolution is what this guy said. Evil Team depends from which game version you are using, and both are using different teams. Offensive and defensive, fair enough. We've had those sort of themes before. The symbol in the logos represents a new gimmick that lets your Pokemon go from offensive to defensive to speed-wise, and back to custom, and to boost it depends from the EV investment. They made changes into it, so you have now 150 more EV to distribute, which wouldn't surprise me if they did a change like that, because they've made changes to how the systems work, like with Let's Go, for example. IVs are gone. Now they work only with breeding Pokemon. For example, if you breed one Pokemon that has potential in attack, you will get permanent Pokemon with perfect attack stats and so on, but you cannot breed Pokemon with all the generations for some stupid reason. The soccer field is literally hyper training minigame, which I ain't feeling that. The rest of the game is typical Pokemon game. Don't expect anything new. Mewtwo has Armored Evolution, but this is a movie one. Meltan Body is used to create weapons. Alright, that sounds pretty reasonable. You know, just sounds pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the, you know, out of the ordinary, so to say. Basically nothing out of the ordinary. It's pretty straightforward. And I think that's that one. I don't know. I think it's fake. I mean, the guy literally says bad news leaks. I mean, literally, it feels like it's just a fakey-dekey one, which I thought would just, you know, go through real quick. Because you guys know, these are just kind of like throw-ins here in between all the more interesting stuff. Because there's been a lot of interesting shit lately, guys. I'm going to be honest. It's been heating up, man. And I do enjoy that. So, back to this rumor. Now, I covered this yesterday, but for those who have missed that, here's the basic rundown, right? There's new Spirit Armor system introduced to the games, which lets you equip armor or equipment that you have found. Now, big thank you to PokeJungle for summarizing this stuff even better here, because this was also translated thanks to the help of people like Jinx Club and also somebody called Simon, so shout out to those two. But yeah, so basically Spirit Armor also adds different effects depending on the item and only can be attached to a Pokemon at a time. But this is in addition to your regular held items. Now, some held items may be converted to Spirit Armor or at least gain the ability to serve as it. Never Melt Ice is given as an example, which will add an extra 10% chance of freezing an opponent. Another example, Spirit Armor was given as a Fiery Necklace that changes an attack's type to fire. Similar to Zemoos, some Pokemon will have exclusive Spirit Armor that can only be equipped by them, such as Mewtwo and the starting Pokemon. All three starter lines remain pure Grass, Fire, and Water type, but if equipped with their unique Spirit Armor, become Grass Fairy, Firefighting, and Water Ghost, respectively. The game has a single Wolf Legendary Pokemon as their mascot, but the Spirit Armor it wields will determine its type and attacks. In Sword, it will be a Dragon Steel type, and in Shield, it will be an Ice Steel type. So that's weird though, because that would imply that it's a dragon. Isn't primary typing then of this thing Dragon and Ice rather than Steel? Because I mean, maybe I'm just looking at this wrong. No, it's probably Steel. It's probably Steel. It's a primary one. Either way. Players can connect with others who have the opposite version to unlock their other version, alright? The Wolf Legendary cannot go into battle. It does not have any Spirit Armor equipped. There is, if it does not, there is definitely a connection to Kalos with many characters reappearing, but you cannot travel there. So yeah, I don't know, it's an interesting rumor. I still think it's a little bit iffy. I mean, a lot of people seem to have jumped on this one in particular because it was from the Chinese community rather than just like a 4chan post. But let's be honest though, a lot of stuff from 4chan has been correct. I mean, just look at the general stuff that we have gotten in the past. The Let's Go Pikachu Even leak, the Ultra Sun and Moon leaks, etc. The bunch of that stuff also comes from 4chan, but also a lot of that stuff comes from the Chinese and Japanese communities. You know, but I get why this one's getting a lot of attention. It's interesting, it's different. It's a little bit different. I mean, Spirit Armor sounds intriguing, but it also sounds a little bit weird. But I don't know, man. I'm intrigued. I would love to see how this would actually turn out if it was real. Who knows? I'd love to know your opinions on it, guys. So let me know in the comments section down below. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? And thank you so much for watching. That's the general rundown for today, though, guys. I hope you did enjoy. I'll catch you all in the next video. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.